To start the sketch, I began with rough outline and to establish the base. I then moved to adding more details to the face, and I started focusing on elements that defines the character. After completing the character sketch, I worked on the background, drawing inspiration from... Hi there, and welcome to this time-lapse video. Today I'll be sharing with you the creation of my digital painting of Sophie Rundle, the British actress known for her role in the TV show Gentleman Jack. The reference image I use is from the behind the scenes of the first season of quote-unquote Gentleman Jack. This series is inspired by the real-life diaries of Anne Lister, covered the years 1932 to 1934. In the show, Sophie Rundle portrays Anne Walker, who, quote-unquote, marries Anne Lister in a commitment ceremony. For those who may not be familiar with Gentleman Jack, it is a historical drama series created by Sally Wainwright. The series is based on the collection diaries of Anne Lister, a landowner, industrial, and noted diarist from Halifax, West Yorkshire. Anne Lister is often considered one of the first modern lesbians due to her detailed and coded journal entries about her relationships with women. The series, set in early 19th century, chronicles Anne Lister's return to her ancestral home, Shipson Hall, and her efforts to restore its fortune while, quote-unquote, living an openly lesbian life. Anne Walker, played by Sophie Rundle, becomes a love interest. To start the sketch, I began with rough outline to establish the base. This initial stage is crucial for capturing the likeness or essence of Sophie Rundle as Anne Walker. To start the sketch, I began with rough outline and to establish the base. I then moved to adding more details to the face, and I started focusing on elements that defines the character. After completing the character sketch, I worked on the background, drawing inspiration from the 19th century / 1800 style seen in illustration from that period. Especially, I was inspired by the ink drawings commonly used in the newspaper and publication at the time. I call this style then quote-unquote ink style, as they mimics the techniques used by the artists in 19th century / 1800s who worked primarily with ink. Working in this style involves focusing on line work, shading, and cross hatching to create depth and texture. The goal is to achieve a detailed and realistic appearance using primarily black and white tones. One of the advantages of using this style is that it allows for a high level of detail and precision. By using fine lines and careful shading, I was able to bring out the feature of Sophie Rundle's costume and expression. This method is also ties in well with the historical setting of Gentleman Jack, adding an authentic touch of the artwork. Here is the final piece. I hope you enjoy watching the creation process. If you like this video, feel free to give a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.